outsiders, Osborne boys. It's Red Zone clear. Red Zone, 50 metres to go. Looking to conquer the Everest again, and boy, he's done it. Red Zone leads all the way from Trapeze Artist.
Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Ackerman Racing. I'm here with my fellow guest as always, Tommy, my brother of course. Now Thursday night we are on the eve of another good weekend of racing as we come with usually come with our Thursday night tips, and we start all of our episodes with a recap of the past day's punting and how we went, Tom. Pretty good day yesterday, Boxing Day. We got 2 out of 4 there. Winning Ways getting up. They backed him in from around that $4 mark to $2.70. They were spot on there with the money once again, and also with Native Soldier later in the day there with good money coming for that runner. Also winning well. Ended up pretty short in the odds, but if you got on earlier or the night before, Tom, you would have got some pretty juicy odds.
Yeah, I mean, they opened quite juicy, so the punters weren't stupid though. They cashed in quite early, and the odds, they dropped, as they do. And
both horses won very nicely on the day. My other tip there, Red Steiner, just going down. Tad unlucky. Definitely a good run first up, only going down by a short margin. So look, we're pretty much on the ball yesterday on Boxing Day, and hopefully we can take that form into tomorrow and the weekend. Also, Tom, we've got a heap of the followers are starting to come through now, so we might just explain. I know we've had a few queries on the sort of the amount that we're having on these horses and certain things like that. So I just want to recap and we'll re-go over that just to explain to the followers there how that all works. So basically, what we're doing, what we have done from the start for the past month, is we've got a rating system where we're each allocated $100 per day that we choose to bet, and we can do with that $100 what we like, whether we pick 1, 2, 3, 4 horses, whatever that may be, and basically you can tell how confident we are by the amount that we're putting on the horses. Now, I think we had one yesterday where you put a horse, Native Soldier, obviously one of yours was scratched, so you put Native Soldier in. Yeah. You opted to have $70 on that horse, which shows your confidence there. Yeah. Also, you had a roughie there where you had a $15 each way bet, which means that he's a little bit less confident than what than what he is obviously on the other one where he's having $70 on that horse. In the end, that's the way it worked out. $15 each way bet didn't really perform. $70 bet performs, gets the money, shows the confidence. So for future reference, if you see us having $100 on something, we're generally quite confident in that.
That's our max bet for the day, really. So.
It is, and that's all really at $100. Going through that then converts into our bank. We note down the horses that we've tipped, and we also can tell how well we're going, and also let you know how well we're going as well. Currently, Tom, you're on a bank balance of upwards of just over $1,000 after starting with $500. Probably up near the $1,200-$1,300 mark.
Yeah, I was up, I think, $1,350 before yesterday. I haven't calculated yesterday yet, so it might be $1,400.
Probably a bit more, mate. You're going well. I'm about the $600 mark, so I've got a bit of work to do, but I'm still $100 in front of that profit mark, in front of that, that average of the 500. Yep. Which is where I'd like to be. Obviously, we've been going now for 3 or 4 weeks, I think, with that. Yeah. With that bank.
About a month now, yeah.
So going pretty well there, and hopefully we can skyrocket into the weekend. Now we'll start off with our tips. Obviously, we like to go through Fridays first, and then we'll move on to Saturdays. So Tom, I'll get you to start off with your Friday tip.
Yep. My Friday tip's at Gosford race 6. I'm pretty sure it's the Belle of the Turf. I'm pretty sure they call that race.
Yep, that's the one.
I did tip this horse on Wednesday. We got scratched for this race. So number 1, Aloysia. Barrier 2. She is carrying 60 kilos, but I think she's got a bit of form over these. Pretty sure it is an all-female race. So she raced against Skyboy and finished a neck behind Skyboy last start. So that's pretty strong form for this. She does get back. Gosford, I'm not very familiar with Gosford. You're going to have to tell me yet. How big
it's a tight turning track. Generally, they can make ground, but you do need a bit of speed on in the races. This race, I think it's over the mile, the Belle of the Turf. So it's a long run to the first corner. A few jockeys will try try and work their positions out pretty quickly into that first corner. So you'll find there's generally a good speed from that mile start, but they tend to back it off down the back straight, and obviously down the side they'll quicken up again and go. Pretty tight track, hard to make ground, but if you can get a good speed on and thread your way through, you're going to be right in there come the finish.
Well, she has got barrier 2, so she mightn't get as far back as she normally does. So that's going to play in her hands a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to have my 100 on her at $3.60. I think, the Skyboy form, it's pretty good for this. It's whether or not she gets the luck, I guess.
Yeah, interesting that they did scratch her from yesterday.
Yeah, I thought she was well placed.
She was well placed there, but look, maybe she's even better placed there tomorrow. She does have to carry the 60 kilo, but she has a class. She's earned that right to carry that 60 kilos. So $100 win there on Aloysia for Tom for his bet tomorrow. Across to my bet, I've gone to Gosford as well. The Gosford Guineas, probably it's race number 5 on the card. I think the Belle of the Turf is the one after it. So I'll go to the Gosford Guineas, and I've gone to Peter and Paul Snowden trained military zone. Has had one run back from a spell, and wasn't disappointed either in that race there at Canterbury. Was a soft track, was a good hit up first out over the 1100. Gets to Gosford tomorrow. James McDonald will take the ride. Doesn't very ride for the Snowdens very often, James.
No, he doesn't.
So I thought that was a significant booking there at Gosford tomorrow. Draws well in barrier 4. Now there are some other nice horses in the race, and Tell Me, Rosina Kadja, Terminology, but they're all speed horses.
Yep.
So I really think it sets it up for Military Zone. Currently odds of $3. I can just see it getting just in behind the speed and then coming with a good run over the top. I think it's a very good race for Military Zone tomorrow, and I believe the Snowdens might have won this race last year. The name just escapes me, the horse, but I think it was with one of the China Horse Club horses there.
I think Bondo or something, would it?
No, it just escapes me. I'm not going to have a crack at it. We'll be here all day, but when I hear, I'd know it. But I believe they did win this race last year with a runner. So Military Zone, I think, set for the race, is a listed race, so a good opportunity just to get that bit of money behind it for future races. So Military Zone, currently the odds are $3, and I'll have my 100 tomorrow on Military Zone. Alright, so that's Friday taken care of. So we're sticking with Gosford. We'll head across to Saturday now, Tom. Big day Saturday.
Yes.
There's a massive day at Doomben. It's a big lead-up day to the Magic Millions in a couple of weeks' time. There, 2 weeks from Saturday. Look, I'm staying away from Doomben on Saturday. There's some big, even fields.
Yep.
Doomben is just one of those places where I just can't be confident. Unless you got a good speed horse, you know he's going to be able to get away with some good sections out in front. It's just one of those tracks that you can have a go at something, but it's a bit like the Valley. I think you really find bad luck there.
I think it's more the size of the fields.
Yeah,
you can get. I mean, the good horses sometimes get stuck in behind all the slower ones, I guess, and it's hard. It's a very lucky track, I guess you could say.
Well, gambling is all about luck, isn't it? But it just. It just takes that bit of confidence away, and it just on Saturday I just couldn't find anything there. I've stayed away. What have you gone on Saturday?
I got one at Randwick and one at Doomben. I figured I'd have a crack, but I'm more confident in the one at Randwick. So I'll start there. Randwick race 5, number 2, a horse called Turnberry. He currently got barrier 7, 60 kilos, but I think he's got a bit of form over this field. He has been racing in strong Saturday classes. He will go forward, and I've noted there isn't much speed in this race. So in the last few, he has been a bit pressured up front. He's a very tough horse. If they come to him, he'll fight. He will fight to the death. Over 1800, so he gets out from the 1500. He was over 1500 twice. Gets out to 18. Has placed over 2100 previously, so that shouldn't be an issue. So barrier 2, Turnberry should get the fence. Hopefully get an easy lead and hopefully get some easy sectionals there. I'm pretty sure. I didn't write down who was riding him actually. I think Robbie Dolan might actually be on him.
Might be getting the claim. Yeah, I think he actually rode it last start.
Yeah, so he's in a bit of form too actually, Robbie Dolan. So yeah, I'm having my 60 on Turnberry at $6. Hopefully he can fight it out and come out and top this time, placing previously over the last 2 starts. Then we're going Doomben race 5. This is the 2-year-old race, so this is a tough race. Where I've picked this horse out. There's some pretty good form behind this one. It is a Snowden horse as well, so they're obviously bringing it up for the millions also. Not very often you see a Snowden's come up for the millions. This is James Harron's syndication horse. He finished, pretty sure it was a Breeders' Plate where Dubious won. Finished 2 lengths behind him. Rome was sitting, I'm pretty sure, last, and he wasn't really ridden that much at all. Just pushed through the field, just give him a cruisy run. I don't think they ever planned on winning the race. They just, pushed him, ran him out, and yeah, well, he trialled into this, and I thought it was quite impressive. Well held, made a lot of ground on the way out. Pretty sure Bacchus the horse was, and he was being ridden out. Gets to 1200 this time, which I think that's very suitable for Rome. Strong stable, barrier 1, so that might be the issue here. Barrier 1 in a 2-year-old, he does get back, so might get stuck in a bit of traffic. But I'm praying that a bit of luck goes his way.
Well, you think he's gonna like a lot of these 2-year-olds, he's gonna need that prize money on his side to get.
It's pretty much a must win, really.
So they've got to win, and that's the thing about these 2-year-olds. They're going in, and you know that they're going to have to get prize money.
Yep.
So to get to the millions in 2 weeks, they've got to be competitive in these races. They've got to be winning, or at least running, second or third, depending on the prize money they've already got. Other trainers could be using it as a run, but in this horse's case, he's going to have to win the race. So just keep an eye out for that.
Big question marks on Just Serene down the bottom. McAvoy has got a place there. No public trials, nothing. $1.90 they're putting on this horse. It's a big question mark.
Same situation, he's going to have to win.
He has to win also. He missed out last week and he was pretty furious about that. So
just
no one really knows what they got up their sleeve. But yeah, I think the run in the Breeders' Plate, they put him out straight away. Sets on the million. So.
And just also keep an eye on that. Look, he might be, Snowden might also be using this trip away just to get the better out of the horse, just educate him a bit and get him ready for also the slipper come the autumn. So very interesting.
I think they did the same with Capitalist. So
yep, same setup. James Harron. They definitely know their 2-year-olds.
Doomben race 5, number 5, a horse called Rome, barrier 1, currently 57 kilos and $6.50. So I'll have my $40 on him and my $60 on Turnberry.
It's your 100, all right. So there we go. You get a bit of a gauge on Tom's confidence there. Look, it is a very, very hard day Saturday. I've been in the form for a couple of days now since the fields come out, and it's just, you want something to jump out of the page and grab you. You really do, and sometimes it doesn't, and you've got to put that little bit of extra work in, and find just.
If you have to go looking,
you just got to find your details, and look, hopefully you can pull it off. Look, I've gone 2 horses on Saturday. I've gone away from the metropolitan areas, and it's a bit hard at the moment because the odds aren't up for these meetings. But look, if I'm putting my own little rating system in there, my own little spiel, look, they're 2 horses that I do know. I'm not just going out venturing looking for something out of the provincials there. I do know these 2 horses. I have backed and won off one of them previously, and of course we've got a little bit of a form line there with another horse we've tipped recently. So I'll mention them now. We'll start off on the Gold Coast here. Race 5, number 4, Star Buster. Robert Heathcote trained, grey gelding. Went down to a horse by the name of Pay With Cash at Doomben last start. Tom tipped that one. Got the odds of $8. Very nice horse. And another horse will be following into the future because we did get him at his first race start there on the Sunshine Coast, running a nice placing that day. So Starbuster actually got beat by Pay With Cash at that last start. And I think he only went down maybe just below 3 lengths. I think he ran second. Now, he meets a very winnable race there on Saturday at the Gold Coast. Alan Chow gets the ride. Now, this guy, he can travel. I don't mind him as a jockey. And he's riding for Rob Heathcote there on Saturday. Starbuster, race 5, number 4. And as I mentioned, just keep an eye on that form line. It's one of those races, it's a maiden. Couldn't see really any standout favourites. I'm looking at him at the moment, I'm assessing him at about the $3 to $5 mark, just off that last run. So just pay attention to the betting of that race. If the money comes, obviously watch out. But even if it goes the other way, look, I'm pretty happy to take whatever with him. If he gets out to bigger odds, you can even go each way on Starbuster there. So race 5, number 4, Starbuster. I'm having $50 the win on him. Then go all the way across down to the Hunter Valley, and we're going to Scone. Race 8, number 5, a horse called Hit the Target. Big burly type 4-year-old gelding there, trained locally by Stephen Jones. Back this horse last start there on a soft track. He was a big duffer in it. He didn't go through the ground all that well. He's still learning about what it's all about. But he did win at his second race start last start there and won his maiden. He makes the jump to the Class 1 there on Saturday. Should get a good track. I don't think there's any rain around at the moment. Currently a good track. It's the services of Mitchell Bell also. I think he'll win this race, as I think he's an above average horse there. Hit the target. Jerry Harvey owns this horse, and look, he's just a big burly fella. He's going to be better in the future. But what he's doing now is showing that he has ability, and he can win that Class 1 and make that step to Class 1 grade on the weekend. He can hit the target. Once again, I've assessed him about that $3 to $5 mark. Similar type of race to Starbuster. It's one of those maidens. Look, it's just a big field, and I just think around that $3 to $5 mark, you'll get those odds. So go with him. Race 8, number 5, hit the target. So my bets on Saturday: Gold Coast, race 5, number 4, Starbuster, 50 to win, and Scone, race 8, number 5, hit the target, 50 to win. So big bumper, a couple of days coming up, Tom. We've also looked ahead to Sunday. Now we'll do a video over the weekend, but some key notes there in Enterprise Louise back on track on Saturday. We all know what happened last start there.
Interesting week, but odd to get there.
Came out buck jumping. Brad Stewart sticks with that horse on Sunday. Jeez, yeah, odds will be interesting. Yeah. Also, Kiriana's back. Yeah. Coming off her maiden win, she makes the jump to Class 1, I think, on Sunday, and also Wookie. Of course, we didn't tip him last start. We did give him a mention. He was scratched at the barriers on Sunday. So was it? It was Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Sunday. And look, he's also accepted there. Back out here on Sunday, so we'll come with a video there again over the weekend for Sunday's meeting. That's a pretty exciting meeting there on Sunday. I'm pretty keen to get out there. We haven't been out there and done some videos for a little while, so hopefully the next couple of days are good for us and we can get out there on Sunday. And once again, one step closer to the weekend.
Yes.
Sorry, to the Magic Millions.
yeah. Both, really.
It's 2 weeks away and it's coming up very, very quickly. Is the Magic Millions. So exciting times. We've had a good few weeks where followers are starting to jump on board, starting to view our videos, follow our tips. We're going well at the moment. Things are looking pretty good for the future here at Ackerman Racing. And not far off, Dakana, and of course Tomo's horse down there in...
well, she come up shin sore.
Oh!
As of yesterday or this morning. Bit of barrier. Come down the barriers, she's pulled up a bit of shin sore, so she's going back out in the paddock.
Oh well, we'll.
And as soon as that heals up, she'll be straight back into work. So
she's at the first time she's got that.
No, she's had that before. Last prep, she did the same thing pretty much. Yeah. Got the barrier prep, and then
I've looked at her a bit though, and I still think she's still got 3-year-old written all over her.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I mean, the longer they, more patient they are, the more you're gonna get out of her. So.
Yeah. Now she looks well. She looks physically well. She's come a long way. Since the boys got her, and hopefully good things coming in the future for off her rocker. And Khan was back in the stable
as of Monday,
last Monday. So hopefully we're getting some positive news coming out of the Costa stable over the weeks to come, and we can present you with that news. Of course, we're hoping to drop in to the Costa stable down when we go to the Magic Millions in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, looking good. That's about it for this Thursday night. Jump on the tips. Look, it's a tough weekend. I'm not going to deny it. It's a really tough weekend. This is probably the hardest I've studied for a couple of days just to find them. But look, it's you've got to put in those hard yards to get the winners.